All right, third grade. So today we are going to talk about adverbs that compare with comparative and superlative, okay? We've done this before, but now we're just taking a step further with the adverbs because we did it with the adjectives in the past. So remember, a lot of times adverbs, if they do end with ly, you can't add an er or an est with them. So when it does, the base word ends in an ly, if it's two things, you're going to put the word more with it instead of adding er. If it's comparing two or more actions, instead of adding est behind the ly, we're going to put the word most in front of it. So here we go. Anthony ran the faster of all the students in the race, or Anthony ran the fastest of all the students in the race. Well, the adverb is fast. The base word is fast. So that means I can either add er or est. I'm talking about Anthony and all of the students. Is that two things or is that more than two things? I'm thinking it's more than. So Anthony ran the fastest of all the students in the race. Okay, now to the next one. My friend left the party later than I did or latest than I did. Base word is late. So it doesn't have an ly, so you can either add er or est. I got to look at, am I comparing two actions or more than two actions? So it's talking about my friends left the party later than I did. So yes, my friends is a group, but that's still one group, right? My friends, then I did. So my friends left the party later than I did or latest than I did. I would go with later. Next one. Your paper airplane flew farther than mine or farthest than mine. Once again, we're looking at either adding er or est. We're talking about your airplane and mine. That's two. So remember, with two, we're going to add er. So your airplane flew farther than mine. I moved the vase more carefully or most carefully than my brother did. This is where it's new, right? If you have an adverb that ends in ly, you can't put lyer or lyest. That's why we put the word more in front of it if it's talking about two or more things, or we put the word most in front of it if we're talking about, more with two things, most with two or more things. So I moved the vase than my brother. So talking about I and then my brother, so that's two. So I moved the vase more carefully than my brother did. The rabbit moved the more quickly or most quickly out of all the animals. So I'm looking at that adverb and it has an ly, so I have to use the word more or most with it. The rabbit's one, right? But all of the animals. I don't know how many animals. That's a lot of animals, right? Out of all of them. So I think that's two or more actions, so that's going to be most quickly. Okay, then down here for the chart, we got to fill it out. So we have your adverb, so like your base word, right? Comparative, which is two things, which is going to be adding er or more. And then the superlative, meaning comparing more than two things, which will be the est or the word most. So the first one they have done is fast. The adverb's fast. Comparing two things is faster, and comparing more than two things is fastest. Now, over here they have the superlative done for us for most often. Well, if that is most often, comparing two or more things would be more often, which means my adverb, my base word is often. Okay, now I'm going left to right. We have the adverb for soon. So comparative, comparing two more things would be sooner. More than two things or superlative would be soonest. est. Okay, let me slide this down for you guys. Happier. Wait a minute, IER, that's right, because it ended in a Y. So my adverb is happy. But then with the superlative, right, not happier, but happiest. But you have to drop the Y and add an IES, IEST. Here we have more slowly. Okay, so my adverb is going to be slowly. More slowly is two things. More than two things would not be more slowly, but most slowly. Okay, next one, adverb is greedily. Ends in an ly, so I can't put greedily-er. No, I'm going to put the word more in front of it. And then for the superlative, I'm going to put most. And then these last two, I'm going from the right side all the way to the left side. I got to work backwards. So we have hardest. So, hardest, EST, so that means this one would be harder. And the adverb is hard when I take off the ER and the EST. Funniest, but it's got that I in there. So I gotta be funnier. Remember, you drop the Y and add an IER. And then your adverb is funny.